Okay, we are live. We're on our way to 26,250, exactly as I told you it would. It's taken a few days, yes, but that's where we're headed. Just keep the faith. These things don't happen overnight. Sometimes they take a while, but the signals never seem to lie. And at 25,944, we already hit 982. It's just looking more and more like I'm correct. It's just, takes a little time. So remember patience when dealing with the crypto market, and it all works out, man. Hope you guys are doing good. I've got something I want you to listen to first. Penguins O just makes a really good comment about these people that put up subpar content on the internet. He makes a really good point here right off the bat. I haven't watched the rest of this. I just watched the first minute. Let's see if it pulls up here. Okay. What's supposedly there? Yeah, there he is. I don't know why I thought that was me. I pull up a picture of him and I think it's me. I'm like, oh, that's me. No, that's not me. I don't look like him. What am I doing? I don't make any sense at all, man. I don't know. I'm not making any sense these days. Okay, it's okay. Let's just fix that. And then we can go like this, which is fine.
Sean the Orca guy.
Hey, Sean, what's up, buddy?
Penguinso is good. Seen a few of his videos.
Yeah. He is good. All right, let's see what he has to say here, because he makes a lot of sense right at the beginning.
The only thing more pathetic than an internet prankster is nothing. These degenerate worms whose entire existence revolves around making strangers' lives worse in public so that they can film it and post it online for content are actually the most embarrassing thing humanity has ever produced.
Or the people who do that on a whim because they see something stupid and they want to shame somebody. Here we go, 26,000, guys. We just jumped over.
And I've mentioned this before, but I actually think making fun of pranksters is an important public service to try and deter other
26,250. I told you we're going.
Person. So I just learned
we just hit 2688
at the game for over a year.
Just now on the live show.
For it is a
Here we go.
And a community of children that just shoot spitballs and make fun of him like a bad birthday party clown. So I'm not going to tell you his name. His name's not important. Don't go out of your way to find and harass him. Don't give him any kind of engagement off of it. I just think he is another great example of the brain rot that's really infested the youth these days here.
The youths.
Make my milkshake and chill out.
I'm not making nothing.
You're not making nothing?
I'm not making nothing.
Dude, you heard how she talked to me?
I swear that I'm not making nothing. Fuck out of here. All of y'all. Hey! Inside? I'm not making nothing. You want to stand here? Stand here. We're not serving y'all. Fuck out of here. Here!
I'll go back there myself and make a damn milkshake, motherfucker.
I swear to God. Shit out of here.
Dude, get the hell out of here.
What a weird kid. Fucking little entitled, privileged fucks.
Yes, the classic prank. Harass customer service employees and be an insufferable asshole. So, this is how I found his content.
Hey, not telling. Good morning.
This is all he does. His entire existence is like this perpetual miasma of misery.
Remember I told you 26,250?
Where he and the after-school cringe club latch onto his ass
Nostradamus.
to get a clout out of it, get together, and just make complete strangers' days worse. And then he films it and proudly posts it online. And I do mean proud. This is his pride and joy. Every time he gets arrested, he wears it like a Boy Scout badge of honor.
I'm glad he gets arrested.
I legitimately couldn't imagine being his parents. The shame would be overwhelming. I would rather my child grow up to be a professional toilet seat kisser than grow up to be a prankster like this
Toilet
kid.
seat kisser.
I'll go back there myself and make a damn milkshake,
Sean the Orca guy. One asshole assault laws should have a...
I like how he goes, motherfucker.
Jackass.
But you can't say motherfucker? What's motherfucker? What is that?
And he has the world's worst laugh. His laugh sounds like Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy. Just
Well,
some
it
real
sounds
goofy
fake.
shit. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's fake.
He is
It's
like
phony.
actually biologically engineered through evolution to be the perfect cringe loser. Now, you may have noticed a lot of cuts in this, and that's because, of course, they leave out the context that led to this escalation and exactly what happened here to get to this point. But the manager has spoke up about this situation afterwards. And I almost can't help but appreciate the
26,250.
delusion from the prankster and his friends to think that somehow they look tough here or look
gonna
cool,
happen.
because in this situation, the manager is the biggest W by far. The manager stood his ground, handled everything really well,
Yeah.
I thought, and wasn't
I
afraid
loved-
to challenge them if this guy really
I
did follow through on his
love
threats
the
and
way the manager told the girls, go in the back. I love that. Because, you know, that there, now you just lost all of your eye candy for your little TikTok video. Now what are you going to do? That manager was a genius.
back there. And if
He
the
removed the
troops
fuel for the
really did
fire.
Jump over that counter
You know?
and attack or do anything stupid like that, they would have 100% ended up on the
Sean
fuck
the Orca
around
guy.
and find out Matrix.
Nice new
because
bubbler, Nick.
it turns out the manager is an actual trained fighter. So there's no doubt in my mind he would have beat all their asses, steamed their ham thoroughly. In that video,
Dude, I wish it had come to that, and I wish he had beaten all those little kids down. It would have been so great. I hate entitled, spoiled little brats like that. And I love watching them get fucking their shit handed to them.
does also go over how rude they were being and how everything kept escalating.
Thank
because of
you.
which of
Thank
course
you, Sean.
was cut out from his post about it.
Yes,
Now you're
the
probably
new Bubble.
wondering how old the doofus committee here is from the pranksters, because the main guy has the face of a 13-year-old boy. But would you believe me if
17?
I told you that he's actually 19 years old?
Okay, I thought
There's
17.
a video as well as an article going over one of his mini runs-in with authorities, and he says, "How are you my height? I'm 19." I mean, I almost feel bad for him being 19 years old and being stuck with the face of like a 12-year-old Xbox Live Call of Duty gamer. That's rough. Like, there's no doubt he probably
He's
feels
shaming this
insecure
guy
about that. And
bad.
that might be why he's lashing out so much against his community around
He's
him.
getting
and
shamed
turning
by
to
like
the
one of the
dark
most
side,
popular
going down the
fucking
prankster
podcasters
path.
of all
The
time.
public needs to
I hope
act.
this never happens to me, man. Don't you ever,
Feel entitled.
don't you ever send my material to Penguin ever, you guys.
For low key, just to get some content out of it.
Okay, so you're gonna be the victim of an assault for a con.
A super honest answer from a super big douchebag. They keep pushing people, harassing them until they snap, hoping that they'll either attack them or have some kind of big blow up that they can film and post online for content. Heavens to Betsy.
I'm
What
not a
turtle
drama.
loser.
I'm not a drama
Yikes.
poster.
He's giggling and smiling while giving this answer to the officer. He is so delusional. He really thinks that this is his ticket to internet updates, that precious clout and attention online.
Look at this
When
spike,
in
guys.
reality, it's most likely just going to be his
Sean
ticket
the
to the
Orca guy.
hospital or jail.
No worries, Nate. Ha ha ha.
What?
You guys all walk away.
We didn't even do nothing.
Uh-huh. He's getting arrested.
Wow. Bro.
I love it.
Yup.
Bro!
Yup.
Every time
Bro!
this asshole gets arrested, it's like the happiest moment of his life. It's like Christmas morning every single time he finds himself in a pair of handcuffs, because he's so delusional that he believes that that's going to
Look at-
help
he's
the
all of a sudden he's wearing
content
glasses.
blow
What's
up
that all about?
or help him go viral, and it hasn't. It doesn't. And hopefully
They're
it
kind
never
of
will.
they're
So
kind
he
of weird
just keeps
glasses
doing
too.
these
I don't understand what I'm looking at right
extreme
now.
stunts,
Karma
calling
in
them
action.
pranks, harassing just normal people in the world. Eventually gets the cops called on him, and then him and his friends are like, "Oh, I can't believe it. What?"
What do you mean?
He's taking pictures.
Yo, who the hell is that? Yo, get that camera off me! Get the hell out of here! Huh? Get the hell on out of here!
Good one. This guy just loves treating workers as props for his videos. I still can't believe he's actually 19 years old. He looks like he still needs mommy and daddy to drive him to this Home Depot so he can film these pranks with his buddies. I will probably never understand who actually watches something like that and finds any enjoyment out of it. Even if I was 12 years old, I don't see myself even smiling at it. It's just annoying. As a viewer, and I feel real bad for anyone that is unfortunate enough to be subjected to
It's a little hypocritical as he's showing everybody the content, but
I don't
okay.
think I'll ever understand why kids grow up wanting to do this, or why kids somehow even get moderately entertained by that.
Jersey. Yeah, I was thinking he smelled like shit. Yeah, I said I thought your dog smelled like shit. Yeah. Wait, it's a dog, sir. I was just saying the dog smelled like shit, sir.
Good one. Again.
I hope somebody pulls out a gun and takes care of that kid for good, dude. Come do that shit in Florida, motherfuckers. See how many people put up with your shit.
People can't even just relax.
Please come to Florida.
Outside with their pet without you going out of your way.
We're not very hospitable here.
Nothing is safe from your cringe apocalypse that you bring with you everywhere you go. Everything this guy and his friends have ever done that I can find is just actual trash. It's just bothering people in the world and calling it a prank. It sucks. It's just public nuisance degeneracy. And I'll...
Okay, that's good.
Sean the Orca guy. DeSantis even said you loot, we shoot.
Let's do 12:30. We'll try to
Seymour Cannabis. NLRC cheers trendy as dabbers at Etna's Garden cheers trendis.
Hey, Randy. How's it going? We got Randy and Sean and Hippie Chick. Okay.
Sean the Orca guy. Hashtag NLRC, hashtag cheers, hashtag hi hippie chick.
Ron DeSantis
Seymour
pledges
Cannabis.
to invade Mexico.
26,250. I see you're hitting the mark on crypto.
Right? We hit 2688. Getting close. Getting closer. It's about to happen. All right. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody.
Steven running. Cheers. Sean the Orca guy. Nay handles his hits like a boss. Cheers, Nay.
Hey, Steve. Cheers, Sean. Thank you for the compliment. It's a Sunday, man.
And earlier I spoke to Dr. Robert Malone. He's a biochemist, and his early work helped develop mRNA vaccine technology. I asked him for his reactions to the Veritas Pfizer video. Here's what he told me. And
I'm really not interested in anything that man has to say.
Sean the Orca guy. About to go enjoy Kofuff at my GFS. She has a cat too. My cat thinks her cat is his sister. LOL.
Elon Musk booed at sports tournament. Yeah, people should start booing Elon in public more. That's a great idea. He loves making those public appearances. Mr. Free Speech Absolutist, right? Sending up like 40 fucking satellites tonight at 7:30 from Cape Canaveral. Imagine if that rocket blew up, how much money that would cost Elon, losing all those satellites in one shot. I wonder how much one Starlink satellite costs to produce.
Sean the Orca guy. He once blamed his ex for his daughter hating his rich ass.
For his daughter hating.
Steven running. Did a bunch yesterday too.
Here you go, guys. Burning Man. You got a burning desire to go live out in the wilderness and act like you're a lumberjack or a mountain man? I got news for you. When you actually are subjected to those kinds of conditions in real life, it's not fun. So when you're all out there pretending that you're roughing it, you know, in the nice weather and your concerts and your hallucinogens, remember, the real shit, when it hits you, you're not prepared for that. You want to know why? Because you don't understand it. You know, it's like to not be able to foresee something like this happening and not be prepared for something like this, to go put yourself out there in this fucking desert community with a bunch of freaks so you can feel like you're really living it rough. You're trying to make it look like I'm a rough dude. I went to Burning Man. I've got that one under my belt. It's on my bucket list. I went to Burning Man. I was so uncomfortable for several days. You eat the facilities. We didn't shower. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, now you know what it's like. Now you know what it's like. You're stuck out there. You don't have food. Your tires won't spin. People are there. Somebody already died out there. I wonder how they died. But there's a rainbow. There's a rainbow. It's a miracle. There's a rainbow, everybody. So, there's a rainbow. You guys know what happened out there, right?
Seamer Cannabis. Estimated cost is 20 to 30 million is what Alexis said.
$20 to $30 million for a single fucking Starlink satellite? Really? That's way more expensive than I figured. Whatever, dude. People are so fucking dumb. God, man.
Seamer Cannabis. 1 million let's she seed.
We turn next year to the tragic rescue helicopter crash, Broward County, Florida tonight. The disturbing video of what so many people saw from the ground. The fire rescue chopper heading to a fire scene, trailing smoke, then suddenly breaking apart in midair.
Holy shit.
Into an apartment building. Tonight, one crew member was killed, a captain, as well as one person on the ground. Miraculously, 2 crew members survived this. Victor Kendo from Florida.
Dude.
Tonight, the terrifying moment, this helicopter spiraling, then crashing in South Florida, killing 2 people. Out on an emergency call just before 9 a.m., watch the Broward Sheriff's Office fire rescue chopper
Sean the
flying
Orca
with
guy.
flames and
Hi,
smoke
Harley.
trailing behind. A pilot calling for help.
We just had an engine failure. We're going to require priority for the runway, please. We're declaring emergency.
Suddenly,
runway?
The tail breaks midair, sending it spinning out of control and plunging into an apartment building, sparking this massive inferno.
Oh my god, dude, you were in a helicopter, bro. You didn't need to try to get to the airport. You're in a helicopter. They can land anywhere. You could have just fucking landed wherever the fuck you were, dude. A parking lot, a baseball field, somebody's big backyard, anywhere. What the fuck? Why would he keep trying to go to an requesting a runway? Our engine failed and we're on fire. Oh my god, dude. Well, that dude's dead. Wow, man, it's fucking crazy.
Sean the Orca guy. What a tragedy.
Inferno and leaving a gaping hole.
It sounded like a bomb. An explosion went off.
2 of the 3 crew members on board that chopper survived.
You got out?
Dramatic video showing them crawling on the roof near the burning wreckage. But
Dude!
authorities say a woman inside that building and Captain Terryson Jackson.
Dude, did you see those 2 guys, man? They're superheroes, man. They survived that thing. And they were all in one piece. Those 2 guys were all in one piece. And they were moving and shit. I figured they'd be like, paralyzed and shit.
Who was on board that chopper were tail breaks midair, sending it spinning out of control and plunging into an apartment building, sparking this massive inferno and leaving a gaping hole.
It sounded like a bomb. An explosion went off.
2 of the 3
Look at these 2 guys right here.
crew members on board that chopper.
Look at those 2
survived.
guys.
You got out?
Look at those 2 guys, man. Oh my god.
Dramatic video showing them crawling on the roof near the burning wreckage. But authorities say a woman inside that building and Captain Terryson Jackson,
Oh, a woman in the building got killed.
who was on board that chopper, were killed.
He was trapped.
Can you imagine you're sitting in your apartment minding your own business and a helicopter crashes through your roof and kills you? Harley can. You wanna go outside, buddy? Ah, dude, it's fucking crazy. Go. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. Wow, man. A Texas town with 250 people in it has 50 of those people are police officers. What the fuck, dude? When racist cops realize they've been arrested, should we watch that? Really? Are you back already, Kat? Oh, and it's an emergency. He's like, I gotta get back in there. It's like, this is like an emergency, dude. I totally gotta get back in the house. Yeah, it's an emergency. He's like, I got something to say. I got something to say, man. Alright, here. I think we're gonna watch this.
Evil and racist cops have always been around, going around abusing their power on minority groups.
He saw this and he wanted to make a problem.
But what happens when these racist cops get caught in the act?
I'm on the same side as you. No, you aren't.
Here are 3 examples of when racist cops are caught, starting with the shocking case of Kyle Erickson, who tried to frame a black suspect.
A little bit of weed.
On the 13th of March 2018, Officer Kyle Erickson and his partner pulled over Jason Serrano and his friend for an apparent broken taillight. However, this stop ended up getting seriously out of hand when a cop tried to plant evidence.
The car smells like marijuana, so we're gonna check it, alright? Then that's it, then I gotta make sure everything's good with your end. Just get the taillight fixed. There's nothing in the car, you'll be good to go. Alright?
Immediately, the cops claim they can smell marijuana in the car and say that they're gonna have to search it. Usually, a civilian has the right to refuse a search, but if the cops have probable cause to believe a suspect has committed a crime, they can bypass that right and search their property without consent. Smelling weed on the property technically counts as probable cause, and because it's impossible to dispute while looking at body cam footage, it's often used as a way for corrupt cops to easily begin a...
This guy trying to sound all fucking, all, official and shit and calls it weed. Smelling weed in the car.
Search without the suspect's permission or a warrant.
Call it cannabis, you moron.
So I need you to hop out. Okay.
Hey, see more cannabis over there on the goddamn Rumble.
I don't have nothing in my jacket. I'm not. Okay, well, he's gonna check it. I don't have nothing in. No, relax. I don't need to. This situation's about to escalate for no reason. No, because I didn't do nothing. It was in the car. No, this is on me. It's my possession. Relax. Relax.
Relax. Put that jacket down right now.
Put the jacket down.
For the rest of the body cam footage, Jason is left on the ground, handcuffed, and visibly in pain from the takedown.
Well,
it took almost 20 minutes for an ambulance to arrive.
He completely was being insubordinate to those police officers when he got out of the car. I mean, come on, guys. Look at what these police officers have to do. Now, I understand this guy's going to break the law and shit, right? But, you know, maybe he wouldn't have broken the law if this guy wasn't such an asshole when he stepped out of the fucking car. Now, did you recognize what happened that whole time? Watch.
Without the suspect's permission or a warrant.
We need to check the car, so I need you to hop out. I'm getting out. Okay.
Okay, I'm getting out.
Hang on with me. I don't have nothing in my jacket. I'm not. Okay, well, he's gonna check it. I don't have nothing in. No, relax. I don't need to. This situation's about to escalate for no reason. No, because I didn't do nothing. It was in the car. No, this is on me. It's my possession. Relax. Relax.
Dude, listen. What do they tell you when you're being involved with police, guys? Shut the fuck up. That's your advice from your lawyer. Okay? Shut the fuck up. And Mr. fucking talk. Oh, it's this and that and this and that. He didn't have to say a word. All he had to do was step out of the vehicle and stand there.
Relax. Put that jacket down right now.
Put the jacket down.
You guys, a lot of people create their own situations, their own misery, because you just can't, you don't know how to fucking deal with fucking authority.
It took almost 20 minutes for an ambulance
back to life,
arrive.
guys.
It's unclear in the body cam footage, but with how much pain Jason is in, it's obvious that an unnecessary amount of force was used to take him down. So for the cops,
are you a doctor,
this
dude?
is just where the story begins, and you can see the exact moment reality sets in for them.
Alright, position us to the car. Actually, I'll let you check. Here, here's my flashlight. I'll stay with him.
The officers are fully aware that they've hurt Jason, and if their car turns up empty, all they've done is searched a car without a warrant and used excessive force to unlawfully detain a civilian. However, if they do find something illegal, then all of that should magically go away, as Jason and the driver go from civilians to criminals, and they're just helping bring them to justice. At this point, it's not necessarily just about race. They're trying to save themselves after making a violent mistake. Obviously, this is horribly corrupt, but nevertheless, the stakes are high for the cops.
You guys, this Dr. Insanity guy, he's so full of shit. I mean, I totally understand that this police officer planted evidence. I get it, and broke the law and whatever. But all of the shit that he's saying leading up to this, he's like trying to straw man you, and you can fucking see for yourselves. You can see the same video that he's seeing. And it's like he's making up this whole narrative, man. And it's bullshit. But, I mean, fuck the police, especially the ones like this that plant evidence. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and misrepresent the truth and lower myself to that level to try to make my point when the point is perfectly clear, standing alone by the evidence presented in the video.
Jobs are on the line. God. They have to find something.
She has the proper documentation for the plates. Temporary registration is valid. Just ran her permit only. He doesn't have a driver's license. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just seeing my partner found anything yet.
I don't hear this guy screaming out in pain.
See nothing.
I don't hear him moaning.
After searching the entire vehicle for about 5 minutes, the cops turn up nothing, and they both start to seem more and more agitated. But here's where things start to take a dark and shady turn. When the officers fail to turn up anything, they decide to get a little creative.
See nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a little bit of weed.
Without even trying to hide it from his camera, the detective places a small bud of marijuana in the cup holder of the vehicle where he's already checked multiple times. The way the officer does this without even trying to hide it implies that he's almost certain that this will never come back to haunt them, and even suggests that this might not be his first time doing it either. In fact, the way the cops have been talking to each other the entire time indicates that this might just be a regular step in their process.
You good? Good? Yeah.
All of a sudden, the cops have a case
The
against
dude
Jason.
that cop reminds
During
me
the stop, they smelled
of
marijuana in
Lewis
the car.
Rossman.
Jason became combative
The
after
tech
they asked
guy.
to search it, so they took him down and searched the car, where they found not only a small piece in the cup holder, but even flakes in his jacket. This is the story that Jason was taken to trial over, and he was charged with marijuana possession, resisting arrest, and obstructing governmental administration. It took over 2 years for this body cam footage to emerge, and only then would Jason's charges be dropped. Predictably, no charges were brought against the officers, but it did raise an important question. What else has been caught on these cameras that's being hidden from us? This is why some people feel it's important to record their interactions with police themselves.
I agree.
Just like this black police graduate did when he was confronted by these two officers blatantly racially profiling him.
We see some ID.
No, what for?
I just
What's your probable cause? To ask me for ID.
It does not have a handicap placard.
Read the plate, man. You don't even know what you're talking about. DV. That's disabled veteran plate. We can park in handicapped spots.
Let me see some ID, please.
No.
The man recording is a graduate of the nearby police academy and was wearing full gear and uniform, including his duty belt with a loaded weapon. Because he's police academy certified, he's completely within his right to wear the gear, but the officers aren't buying it. So the graduate tells them to run his name through TCOL, an agency that, amongst other things, keeps track of every police officer in Texas. If the graduate is cleared to wear his gear, TCOL will prove it.
Hey, run it. Run it. Call T-Code. You have no justification or probable cause to run up on me. Yeah.
What a couple of idiots that they're literally going to harass another police officer. It's psychotic. The level of ignorance of people who say there's no racism in this country just astounds me.
Why? You're detaining me? No. Then my question is, are you detaining me? Okay, so then don't tell me where to go. He's not too smart because first of all, even you know, if I have disabled veteran plate, I can park in a handicapped spot. Even you know that. No, they ain't just changed that. It's been that way.
The problem the officers had was that the graduate was parking in a handicapped spot without displaying a parking permit. But his car has a disabled veteran plate, a license plate given to many Army veterans who've made a bodily sacrifice during their active duty. Owning the plate lets you park in handicapped spots without a permit. This is fairly common knowledge across America, especially for cops.
Well, the whole country.
But it seems that these officers forgot about it here, and the graduate thinks he knows why.
He just saw this, and he saw this, and he wanted to make a problem. That's your reputation there, Joshua. Come on, man. Yes,
That's your
it is.
reputation. You're a bunch of
How many
racists.
black officers you got? One.
Yeah, we don't have one right now.
One, right, one.
Yeah.
I know. And you barely let him in.
It's difficult to disagree with the graduate. They had absolutely no reason to stop the graduate and demand his ID. Maybe a new recruit could forget about the veteran plates, but this man is actually a police captain and has many years of police service under his belt. Evidently in a department with next to no black representation. Eventually the officers returned to
What
tell
happened
him
to my
he's free to go,
Bitcoin?
but the graduate isn't leaving before saying one last thing.
You know, you're feeling small now, aren't you?
We hit
You should have run up on
2688.
people. You have no probable cause. If you wanted to follow me or run my plate, you could have done that. No, well, I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to talk to you. That's right. I already told you that. Waste my time and you. You're supposed to be a captain, and you don't know the disabled plates have a right to park in a parking spot. And you violating people's rights, running up on them without probable cause. I'm in a uniform doing the same thing for you for free. So what? I don't care what he thinks. I'm a graduate and I have T-Code certification. I have T-Code certification. Yes, I do. That's where you checked it. Says who? My certification doesn't say expired. You want it to be expired because you see brown skin. So take a walk.
Take
of
a
shame,
walk.
Captain.
Walk
Don't
of
ever
shame.
Run up on me again. Do you understand? And learn the law.
Don't you ever
and
run up
better
on
have
me again.
probable
You
cause
understand? I
before you
love
run
that.
up on somebody in uniform. You don't have no reasonable suspicion because I'm on the same side as you.
No, you aren't.
I'm a graduate of the police academy, okay? Just like you years ago. You probably couldn't even pass the test. Right now, you go. You get going.
Getting into fights with other uniformed police officers definitely isn't the best look for a police captain, especially after racially profiling.
No. See, this guy's completely biased towards the victim here. But let's just say the victim is being extremely overly confrontational. Is anybody disagreeing with me on that fact? This guy, I love it. I think it's hilarious, but I'm not going to lie about the facts of the situation. He's getting in this guy's face, and he's telling him to take a walk. It's funny, and I like it. At the same time, I'm not going to deny that it's happening. And this idiot, Dr. Insanity, he's denying that this guy is even taunting the guy like this. Maybe Dr. Insanity is a perfect name for this guy. You know, he talks all, like he knows what he's saying, but the things that he say don't make sense.
Very same officer. And because the graduate was
And he
filming
goes
the
local
entire
fry.
thing himself,
Oh,
he was able to
God.
show the city manager, and that very same afternoon, it was revealed that the captain was no longer working for the police department. Unfortunately, though, it's extremely rare for cops to actually be reprimanded after behavior like this, as is obvious in the case of Montre Little. In this case, the cop not only lied and threatened Montre, but he even cost the city $75,000 and still got away with no punishments. On July 15th, 2018, Montre and his friend were pulled over by the police. The stop started out normal, but quickly evolved into a perfect display of how cops will try to force you into a false confession through corruption and, in this case, racism.
What's going on, guys? Is this your car?
Well, it's a rent right now. My car's in the shop.
Okay. Did you something break down?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. You guys just came from over the park, right?
Yeah, we just hanging out.
That's it? Is this your car?
I just told you my car was in the shop.
Jeez, he just asked him about the car. He says it's a rental.
How do you start it?
That was weird.
What do you mean? I just put my foot on the brake and I put it in drive and I...
Okay.
At first, this may seem like a harmless question, but asking the driver, Montre Little, how to start the car essentially implies that the cop thinks he stole it. If Montre was unfamiliar with the vehicle, he would have likely struggled to remember how to start it. And if he fumbled around a little before remembering, it could imply he was under the influence. But Montre kept his composure and passes this first test totally fine. The cop, however, still isn't impressed and decides to take things further by tricking Montre into giving his property over.
So it's your car, though? Did they give you a fob or something?
My car, officer.
Did they give you a key fob or something? Or?
Yes, sir. Officer.
Like, what does it do? Does it...
You see, this actually lets you know that it's in...
Okay. Do you have any weapons on you or in the car?
Okay, can I be honest with you? It smells like marijuana in the car, and I can see shake on the ground. Your buddy's giving me the idea that maybe he's got a gun. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think. How? I don't know. Just the way, I mean, just the way you're holding yourself, man. Like, that's why we're nervous, man. That's it.
Not only did the officer mislead Montre into getting the keys over, but he's also suddenly decided he can smell marijuana in the vehicle and based purely on a hunch that the passenger is hiding a weapon. Both of these things, especially the marijuana smell, are often used as a reason to search the vehicle, bypassing the need for consent by the property owner. The speed and order in which the officer works here is extremely suspicious. Confiscating the keys without even mentioning it implies that he already decided he was going to search the vehicle and that he was trying to make Montre feel helpless or even threatened. Emotions you can clearly see on his face as they're stolen from him.
Go ahead and step out, Montre. Yep, I just told you why.
It's no expression on his face. He's looking up at the guy, you idiot. This guy is such a moron. This would be so much better without the commentary.
Don't flex. I don't know what you're doing, man, but you need to knock that off. Stop pulling on your arms. What's going on, dude? Where are you trying to get? What are you doing, dude?
Officer, I'm not doing nothing.
Well, you're making me think something funny's going on, man. Okay, so slide over here. I mean, your
Cop's a pussy, dude. Oh, he doesn't know how to deal with another human being, man.
Everything the cop has done and said so far is textbook in terms of corruption. This is obviously a serious event for Montre, but the cop is deliberately trying to be lighthearted and jovial about the whole thing, using words such as funny and silly to purposefully seem condescending. He also mentions that Montre's heart is beating fast and that he seems nervous. Another classic observation that appears time and time again in these cases. Think back to the stop of Marion Humphrey, whose truck was searched for the sole reason that he seemed nervous. Innocent civilians such as Montre will always feel anxious or even angry in this situation, and it's an easy observation for cops to make to detain them and obtain probable cause, which is exactly what the cop did. The search uncovered nothing illegal in Montre's car, but the cop kept him in the back of his
He said there was
patrol
shake
vehicle.
on the ground.
This is where things start to get really shady.
I did everything you asked me to, officer. You thought there was a weapon. There's no weapon. We wasn't doing anything wrong, officer. I'm not sure why you pulled me over. At your rental, everything is fine. There's no breaking taillight or nothing, officer. I did nothing wrong with you.
Did I make anything up when I said the car smelled like marijuana?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Hold on.
Because there was nobody smoking in the
Is
car.
there marijuana shake on the floor of the car?
Officer, that was cigarette ash, okay? You didn't find no marijuana.
I did. I'm not charging you with marijuana. But here's what. If you want me to be real with you, like I want you to be real with me for a second. Like, did I make that up?
I believe so, officer.
Okay, so you want me to just write you the ticket for the stuff that I have to write you tickets for? If you think that I'm lying, like, then we'll go to court and we'll talk about it then.
Okay.
Or do you want to just be real with me and I'll be real with you?
Wow, awesome.
Montre is being aggressively backed into a corner. The cop obviously knows that he's done something wrong. He's only trying to get Montre to forget about it and move past it without further incident. When he doesn't, the cop threatens him by saying he'll write up the ticket and he'll have to take it to court, where it'll essentially be Montre versus the world. It's also important to remember that cops are allowed to lie and use deceptive tactics to extract a confession. If Montre had told him that he didn't make up the smell, then in a weird, twisted way, he essentially just admitted to possessing illegal drugs. Luckily, Montre maintained his story and was reluctantly let go by the cops. Just days later, Montre sued the city and after a year of fighting, reached a settlement of $75,000 based on an unlawful traffic stop and warrantless search. The cop was removed from patrol duty, but not fired, despite leading one of the most callous displays of corruption ever caught on camera. But the police are extremely good at one-upping themselves when it comes to corruption.
Oh, this one was a drunk,
Take, for example, the
drunk
time
cop.
when two Californian cops essentially kidnapped a man eating lunch in his own car.
What's going on? You live around here? Hey, don't touch, bro. Relax. Hey, you match the description of somebody, okay, that just committed a burglary in the area. Okay, you're on camera. So don't step out the car. Is your body cam on? It's on. Yes. It's on. Step on out, dude. We'll explain everything to you, okay? Just step out of the car. Step out of the car. I'm not stepping out of the car. You're being detained for a burglary investigation, okay, sir? So step out. No. Do you live in the area?
I'm not answering any questions. I want my lawyer.
Okay, I'll step out of the car. You're being detained.
I'm not answering any questions. I want my lawyer.
Step out of the car.
Firstly, the suspect
That's
named
it.
Jamal
That's it,
Williams
guys.
does everything
End
right.
of conversation.
He tells the cops
End
he's
of
not answering any
confrontation.
questions until he has a lawyer. Unfortunately for him, though, the cops aren't having any of it because he matches the description of a suspect. That technically gives them the right to detain him while they investigate further. What's interesting is that the only description the cops had was that it was a black male wearing all black in his early 20s, possibly a red t-shirt underneath. Jamal is 40 years old, wearing a red hoodie and gray sweatpants. It's also incredibly hard to punish cops for detaining someone that doesn't match that description, as they could just say they thought he did. In general, the system is very lackluster, but it shouldn't necessarily harm or bother Jamal.
It's a black
Not
man.
unless the cops do this.
So stupid.
Sir.
Racial
Sir, you're
profiling.
on camera, dude, so don't do anything dumb, okay?
Hold on. I'm gonna get this on camera.
Go ahead, you can record. Step out of the car, please.
He's being aggressive.
Hey, stop resisting, dude.
Stop resisting.
I'm just...
Why are you... No, man.
Okay.
Call your supervisor. 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 Stop, dude. Call the supervisor.
Oh, he is struggling against them.
I'm gonna chase you, dude. Yeah, I'm calling supervisor. Give me your hand. I don't give you consent to touch me. Don't reach. I don't give you consent to touch me. Don't reach. I don't give you consent. Handcuff.
I don't give you consent.
Initially, Jamal showed no signs of aggression and no signs of resisting. He was just trying to open his phone to record the interaction for his own safety.
Dude,
nevertheless, the
I'm sorry, but a jury is going to say, no, he was resisting. So they're investigating a burglary, and they had every reason to detain him for their investigation. He was to step out of that car and do whatever they fucking said, and he didn't. This guy that's doing this reporting, he's so off on everything. He gets everything wrong. He's all pro-victim and totally anti-truth.
Immediately said he's being aggressive as Jamal was willingly stepping out of the car.
Step out of the car, please.
He's being aggressive.
This obviously frustrated Jamal, and he later admitted from then he did try and...
Well, Jamal's got a problem with authority, and if a police officer grabs you by the arm or whatever, just fucking go wherever they're instructing you to go and don't resist. As soon as you when he put his hand on your arm and you went like that, that's resisting arrest, bro. They got you. They'll charge you with that shit. Don't be dumb. Do what they say and shut the fuck up. That's all you gotta do. Why is it so... It's almost like he knew what to do. He said, I want to talk to my lawyer, but then he starts telling them to get their supervisor and shit. Dude, get your lawyer and shut up. That's it. You want to request a lawyer, say you want your lawyer right now. I have nothing else to say to you.
To use it on
and then do everything they fucking tell you to do without resistance. This is just life, guys. I'm going to keep you alive if you listen to me and you don't do shit like this. Because this is stupid, and this almost got this guy killed, I'm sure.
Jamal, despite him posing no actual threat. Jamal is then handcuffed and kept face down on the tarmac while multiple other patrol vehicles arrive at the scene. For a man guilty of nothing other than eating his lunch, that sure is a lot of cops.
If we take these off, are you...
No, but he's been suspected of burglary, and he's been resisting and being insubordinate towards the police and ignoring their commands and acting like he's fucking frightened out of his fucking brain. And he has every right to be frightened. If I were him in his position, I'd be scared out of my mind too. But you know how I would mitigate that? I would listen to what they told me to fucking do, and I wouldn't give them any fucking pushback. I'd be like, whatever you guys want, blah, 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 it's cool. I'm not saying anything to you. Get my lawyer. You want to put the handcuffs on me? Put me in the back of the car. It's good. We're good. I'll see you in court. That's it. That's all.
Can I cause a Ferrari to kick me windows out, anything like that?
I don't answer questions.
Yeah, I don't answer questions. Good for him. Good for him.
We're going to stand up and get into a car and just leave him here until fire season real quick to make it easy. He doesn't want to walk. He doesn't want to answer questions. All right. Is your first name Jamal? That's who the car is. I don't give you consent to go in my car and check my car. I don't give you consent to check my car. You're violating my Fourth Amendment constitutional right. So I think we can move forward. See, yeah, that's fine. What's your name, guys? And why are you guys kidnapping? I can't talk to you until you help me out. Tell me, why am I being kidnapped? One thing will be, we'll figure that out. I'll let you know.
He's being kidnapped, and in almost every sense of the word, he is being kidnapped.
At the scene, and Jamal is fully restrained in both handcuffs and leg wraps.
Yeah, this is being
He's
kidnapped.
also already been cleared to not be the suspect, yet he's still taken to the patrol car.
Right.
Fully restrained.
And this all could have been avoided if you just followed the instructions. You guys cannot teach your children how to follow instructions, how to obey authority. You're going to end up getting your children killed because you didn't know how to fucking teach your children. And that's fucking sad.
Trained and put in the back seat. It's also important to note that the cops were able to identify and clear Jamal by running his plates, something they could have done in secret before even approaching him. The worst part is that even after all of this, Jamal still wasn't free. He was cleared of the burglary charge, but he was instead hit with a felony charge of resisting arrest and taken to jail.
What do you know? What do you know? Who's the one who told you he was going to be charged with resisting arrest? Now, in my opinion, he should be found innocent of resisting arrest in that specific case. But a lot of jurors are going to look at his attitude and the way he was being with those police, and they're going to convict him on it. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they dropped this resisting arrest. Let's find out.
Jail. Jamal later filed a formal complaint with the LA Sheriff's Department.
They dropped the charge.
But just as another example of how corrupt this system is, they were allowed to investigate themselves. And as you'd expect, they found no evidence of any wrongdoing. Months later, Jamal filed a civil rights lawsuit against the arresting officers. Unfortunately, though, the story remains much the same. The officers were investigated by a police lieutenant, and after analyzing the body cam footage, it was concluded that Jamal's actions turned the interaction confrontational.
They did, and he did. And there is you guys have to learn, if you don't want to be put in that situation, you have to learn the difference between exercising your rights and putting these police and yourself at danger. And it's not a fine line. It's really easy. It's not something you have to navigate or learn or anything like that. You get pulled over by the police, you do what they tell you to do, and you shut the fuck up. That's your advice. It's the best fucking advice you could ever get. If that guy had just done that, if he'd done what the police told him to do and he'd shut the fuck up, it never would have gone that far. It almost seemed like those police just wanted to work with him at first, but, also, some police just have it in for black people. They just want to confront black people. They want to make their lives a living hell. And you never know when you're going to get one of those pigs. You never know. In that specific case, I think that could have escalated way quicker if those police were those kinds of police officers. For instance, they could have shot him inside his car. They could have tased him inside the car, and they didn't. They struggled with him for a while. It's almost as if they were trying to work with him as much as he would allow them to, but he was being impossible. So if you're like this, if you're like him, and you have a problem with authority and authority figures and people putting their hands on you and shit like that, don't fucking leave your house. Okay? Just stay the fuck home. Let someone else go do the grocery shopping. Let someone else go run your errands for you. Let someone else go out to the fucking mailbox for you. Because there's something wrong with you. Learn how to fit into society. Learn why most people don't go to jail. Learn why most people, when they're pulled over by police, and it's millions of people, don't end up having a confrontation and don't end up going to jail. You do, because you seem to have a problem with, and you end up on the internet. So that was very interesting. I enjoyed watching that. It was for multiple levels, because I'm not the biggest victims advocate, as obviously you can tell. If there's going to be some truth to be told, I will tell the truth. Let me say hello to Buck Fiden 1234. Buck Fiden! When did resisting arrest and fighting the officers become common practice? Well, bro, let me tell you something. Buck Fiden 1234. Are you African American? Are you an African American male? you know, in your 20s or 30s or 40s. Because if you're an African American male between the ages of, let's say, 16 and 40, then you have a different experience with police than what Buck Fiden 1234 might have. Or what Trendy Name might have with police. I've had many run-ins with police. Most of them ended in a cordial way. You know, I've been arrested. I've had guns drawn on me.
Billy Bong Thornton. If I was in his position, I'd just give them my ID and not say, the silent treatment pisses them off, haha.
Anyway, Buck Fide 1234, since you're not going to answer me, if you were an African American male between the ages of, say, 16 and 40 in America today, you might be petrified when you have a run-in with police. You might be absolutely petrified. And you don't know the content, you don't know the extent of someone's interaction.
Police and I have mutual dislike of each other.
With police. You don't know them. You don't know their history. You don't know what's going through that guy's head. But, you know, understand, some people are going to be petrified of interactions with police. The way you avoid that is you shut the fuck up and you do what they tell you to do. And you don't fucking give them any resistance at all. It's just so simple. It's you know, like Pop Brothers at Law say, shut the fuck up. That's it. That's all you got to do. Shut the fuck up and do what they tell you to do. Otherwise, you end up dead. You know, it's you never know how one of these interactions is going to turn out, and you're playing a goddamn Russian roulette every time you have an interaction with police. If you go in with the wrong attitude, if you go in with a misunderstanding of authority, or you know, some kind of privilege, or assumption that you know, you can speak to them however the fuck you want, you're taking your own life in your hands. And all I can do is tell my audience, the people that love me enough to watch this show, when you get pulled over by the police, you do what they say and you shut the fuck up. And you don't give them any additional information. You don't say fucking anything. If they're trying to, you know, police are always trying to get you. That's how they make money. It's their job, is to make the city money. They make money by arresting you, by finding violations and citing you. So it's their job when they pull you over. In their minds, their job is not to serve and protect you. Their job is to try to trick you into giving them all the information they need so that they can charge you with laws that you've broken. So if you shut the fuck up, as the lawyers have instructed you to do, you have taken out 99% of the police officers' resources for convicting you in their own little court. You've taken away all the fuel to their fire, because if you shut the fuck up, they have to figure everything out on their own. And guess what? Cops ain't that fucking smart. Don't give them the goddamn evidence to convict you. You're literally told by the lawyer to shut the fuck up. And a cop will understand that. Say, I don't talk to police. That's what my lawyer told me. You want to arrest me? I'm not giving you any information. You want to give them your driver's license and your proof of insurance and all that shit? Fine. You don't consent to anything and you shut the fuck up. You got to go to jail, you go to jail. Call your lawyer. Public defender, whatever. Your lawyer will love that you didn't say anything. They'll be like, what? The first thing they're going to ask you is, what did you tell the police? What conversation you had? You look at your lawyer and you say, I did not say anything. I said, I want my lawyer. And your lawyer will say, great job. Okay, that's a great place to start. You know, you want to tell someone something, you fucking tell your lawyer the goddamn story. Don't tell the police. You know? You want to talk so bad. I don't understand why, as all the interactions I've seen,
Brothers Law.
I don't understand why all the interactions I've seen with police, so many people don't exercise their right to just shut the fuck up. So until you realize that, man, you can end up dead. That guy's so lucky he didn't get killed, man, in that situation. He's so lucky he didn't get killed. Because, you know, cops are fucking crazy. I'm not saying it should be like that. I'm just saying it is like that. Oh my god. Don't recommend this channel anymore. Thank you. I gotta go into my fucking video history and delete all the cop videos.
I knew it was that, because two of them, you say, one, okay, fine. The two of them, they had one as a quote. They probably wanted something bad, something nice.
Dude. Dude, New Yorkers on 9/11 after the first tower had been hit, and look how people are just nonchalantly walking around in the streets, dude. Look at this. Just walking around nonchalantly, blah, blah, blah. They got someplace to go. Dude, the World Trade Center's been hit by an airplane. Yeah, just not, well, the other one's been hit. Yeah, just, I got to go buy some glasses. I'm out getting I've got to go get my dog some blah, blah, blah. You know, it's just like blah, 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 blah. Freaking city slickers, bro. Yeah, the World Trade Center's on fire. Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Billy Von Thornton. WTF.
Dude, they weren't that far away. I'm thinking less than a mile from that building. Less than a mile away. Look at him just standing there.
Billy Von Thornton. Let's just walk around and breathe all this asbestos, ha ha ha.
Look at all the people, man. They all got someplace to go. They all got something to do. They're all busy out there on the street doing stuff, living their lives. Gotta go do this, gotta go do that. We're doing stuff. Stuff to do. Busy, busy, busy people out in the street. God, do you remember when we could do that and not be sick? Those were the days. I mean, it's the goddamn craziest thing. It's surreal. It's like a zombie movie. It just seems like everyone's walking around in shock and like they don't know what to do. And they're like hanging out in the street like... I mean, not even like considering that your country could be under attack from another country right now and bombs could start falling on you. You know? They're just like, yeah, just a plane hit the tower. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I'm just walking over here. I did some shopping. I got some stuff in my bag here. Bought some celery. Dude, I wonder if this dude was filming when the second plane hit. Because you notice the attitude of the people right now. It's
They're like, yeah, we're desensitized. LOL, we don't care.
It's like it could be some kind of a freak accident. Wow, yeah, wow, a jetliner hit the World Trade Center. Crazy. All right, well, I got to go buy some tomatoes and. Oh, yeah. We're hanging out. Yeah, we're doing stuff.
Fire, nothing to see over there.
Just out, chilling, doing things. Oh, yeah, I got to go to work. I'm going from work. I'm going here and going to pick up this. And I'm just going for a stroll. I like being outside. I like being around all the people.
Jake's name. Like 6.
When I see groups of people like this walking in the movies and shit, I'm like, it's not really like that in real life. There aren't like these giant groups of people just walking down the street. No, it's like that in real life. There really are giant groups of people just out in the street, just walking around, living their lives. I mean, it's just the weirdest thing to be walking everywhere like that. It's so exposed. I mean, I like being in a vehicle. I like getting places in a car. It's just, I live differently, you know? I don't understand that whole city thing at all. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's some panic. Look at this. Look at this. This must have been after the second plane hit. Or the tower fell. Maybe the first tower... Yeah, there it is. The first tower fell. Everybody's running. Here comes the ashes down the alley, bro. Do you see this? Here it comes. He's just standing there. Dude, he's just standing there. He's not thinking to turn and run at all. This guy is crazy. I wonder how long he's going to stand there and film for. Has anyone ever seen this video?
Billy Von Thornton. Incoming
Dude,
cancer clip.
I didn't even know that this video existed. This is fucking crazy. That second tower's about to fall, man. He might capture it on video. You know, it's interesting. He chose to see. There's that antenna, man. When that bitch falls, bro, that antenna's going. Dude.
Billy Von Thornton. Never saw this before. This makes sense why a lot of people got lung cancer. Just standing around in it.
He's really captured the emotion in these people's faces. It's just, this is amazing video, guys. Show that antenna again. I want to see if that tower's still standing. It looks like the second tower may have fallen. He might not even be able to see it from there now. There's too much smoke. Back it out, back it out. Beep, beep, beep. The tower's still standing, but there's so much smoke you can't see it. The whole world changed on that day, man. Everything changed on that day. Oh my God, it's still standing, bro. The second tower is still standing. I thought for sure that the second one had fallen. Oh, the cameraman's getting moved. He was standing in the same place for a long time. Dude, this was recorded on VHS tape, man. Right? Yeah, I see video distortion, man. So this was probably a mini tape recorder video or a VHS recording video. Wow. I need a bong rip. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody.
Billy Von Thornton. 2001, right?
Yeah, 2001. Second tower belt. There it goes. Oh, we got it. This changed everything, man.
Oh, snap dial.
Dude, I wonder when he uploaded this video.
Panic mode.
The shit fell the fuck apart.
He put this up 4 years ago, dude. This was uploaded 4 years ago. No one has probably seen this video up until 4 years ago, guys. Wow. Wow. This video really captures the emotion, man. Out there on the street, you know? Everybody just watching helplessly. Dirty, dirty, fucking disgusting city, man.
Bonsai House. Morning. Now this is filmed on hit. Looks like a Canon Rebel 7. Professional. Paparazzis have had M since 98. Very clear.
You think it's...
Bonsai House.
You think it's...
For 2001.
HID? What's HID? What? Oh! Wow, dude, well this... It's got a... Bro, I swear I'm seeing tape... Man, I'm seeing tape distortion, it looks like. I mean, I don't know what that is. I'm seeing it like... What is HID? It's not tape, huh? Is it digital tape? I bet you it's digital tape, right?
Let's go see what it's all about. Yeah. Well, then I'm gonna let us back in. We'll go down.
at is we look at the surveys from the ground. Patty, why don't you go ahead and talk?
Oh my God, look at that dude. Dude's completely covered in ash. Oh my God.
Well, 1010 Wings reporter Steve Kastenbaum is still in Lower Manhattan. Are they moving you out to, Steve?
No, actually, I managed to duck into the surrogate court building just on the other side of City Hall.
God, that's surreal, dude. Oh my God, that was fucking surreal. Okay. I woke up that morning to my roommate saying, Duncan, get up, the World Trade Center's on fire. I was living in New York University housing on Broome Street, roughly a mile north of World Trade Center. I quickly put on some clothes, grabbed my camera, went outside. I shot this on mini DV with the Sony VX1000. Up-resed it to HD in Adobe Premiere. So a mini DV, digital, it is DV. So those mini DVs, I bet they use cassette, right? I bet they go to cassette, because I swear I'm seeing tape jitter on there. What is a mini DV medium look like, I wonder? Mini DV, tape. Yeah, they're tapes, bro. I knew it. Yeah, it's digital on tape. So this is the deal. Yes, it is digital and it's very clear and all that, but it's still subject to the movement of tape as the tape goes across the heads. And you will be able to perceive that whenever you're watching it. But very, very beautiful video. That was incredibly clear. And that's why I was like, this is VHS? How the fuck is it so clear on VHS? Because it wasn't VHS.
Bonsai House. AHH that makes sense. Mini DV was a small cassette, yes. Mini digital videotape.
Yeah. All right, let's see. I want to see
this so-called leader.
It's only 6 minutes.
The system just starts buffering while he's speaking to media, and it does make you wonder how often you've gone and not been in. This is already even twice while he's standing up there in front of media.
Bonsai House.
How much is it happening?
I
Just
recorded
like in
my
his
first
everyday
100 skydives on Mini DV.
Oh, cool.
But I'm going to get to another, in a moment, I'm going to get to another aspect of this that your mainstream media will, of course, never say.
Let's get to another aspect of it.
So here he is.
Take us to the river, son. Dunk us in the water. There's the freeze moment. Freeze frame. Freeze frame. Freeze frame. And I freeze.
Running for re-election in 2026.
Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Freeze frame. I was bucked up Tuesday. Look at Mitch McConnell. He was.
Speak up.
Running.
Please speak up. Yeah, that was the problem. He didn't hear it. He didn't hear it for 30 seconds. Whatever was echoing in his head, he didn't hear. Now, here's the thing. I would normally not make fun of old people.
Ground Zero, Hal 9000. What's up?
And other type of difficulties.
Ground Zero, are you in the chat?
But
did you give me a thumbs up, bro? Did you subscribe to follow my channel, bro?
That you are fit for office and you are standing in front of TV cameras.
Just follow
and
my
you
channel,
clearly
bro?
have no idea where you are or what you're doing. I mean, could you imagine what a debate would be? Oh, to complete that thought, then I'm fine with making fun of you. Could you imagine what a debate would be like if it were Mitch McConnell versus Joe Biden right now? Like, what that debate? It would just be 2 hours of them staring off. Whoa, Joe Biden facing the wrong direction. Mitch McConnell lost in some sort of permanent buffering situation. But here's the other aspect of this.
Bonsai House.
Buffering.
Poor guy belongs in Baca playing bingo for shrimp dinners.
Dianne Feinstein. But here's another aspect of this. That
I don't think he could play bingo, bro.
The left-wing commentators I've seen talk about it don't seem to mention this. With our crazy right-wing fucking sociopathic government, and when I say right-wing sociopathic government, I mean both Democrats and Republicans, just about all of them, our insane, world-obliterated, killing 6 million people with just the global war on terror government, right-wing, fucking, nearly neo-fascist. We debate all the time whether we're in neo-fascism or not. Do you want them to function? Do you want those people to function?
Cheers.
I want Mitch McConnell to do this as much as possible. I want his brain to not work as much as it can possibly.
That's terrible at least saying this. I mean, I totally agree with him. But, dude, you got a reputation, bro. You shouldn't be. Leave this kind of conversation for me, not you.
Right there, when he was frozen, that was 30 seconds. Humanity did better.
Yes, that's true. I mean, he's breathing straight fire. Don't get me wrong. I totally agree with everything my man Lee is saying right now. I'm just saying, hey, I don't think it's going to go over well with, his popularity contest.
It would be nice, though, if Joe Biden were making decisions, because he'd be staring off into space, not making any decisions. Mitch McConnell making decisions for the Republican Party, staring off into space, not making decisions. That would be great for humanity. Can we have as many of these people that are just brain dead, staring off into space, don't know what's actually happening, and therefore can't make real decisions in office as possible? Because that would be a more sustainable, peaceful world. They wouldn't be able to decide on war, economic war. They wouldn't be able to decide on stealing money out of education from poor people. They wouldn't be able to decide to take away Medicare or arrest people for tiny drug charges. They wouldn't be able to make all these decisions to drop bombs or to create propaganda that says that there were, chemical attacks in Syria, so we've got to destroy Syria, or they wouldn't be able to perpetrate a proxy war in Ukraine if they were just staring off into space. I say more Alzheimer's patients in office, more patients suffering from whatever Mitch McConnell has.
No longer going to get his everybody.
Strokes. They absolutely fill the offices of our higher government with those folks. We need more time of them incapable of doing their job, because their job as it's been for the last many decades, has been to destroy the goddamn world. So I just became a Mitch McConnell voter, just right there. About halfway through that freeze right there, I was like, I'm on his side. And yes, someone else guessed where I might end up with this, which this is yet again why the best candidate.
Buttery
for
goodness,
president is
delicioso.
Yard Rock 2024. Okay, yardrock2024.com. This guy would not perpetrate war crimes around the world. He is not funded by any of these corporate entities. He is not going to destroy lives and everything else and facilitate the military-industrial complex. Yard Rock 2024 is the best we got going. Okay, maybe second best to Cornel West, but it's...
All right, Double Downer. Come on, man. Come on, Double Downer. What is this? God, dude. That's got to be VHS. Yeah, there's a huge difference. Wow. Wow. You guys.
Bonsai House. Yup, that is indeed VHS.
God. Dude, I can't even imagine the extent of that disaster, bro. I can't even imagine it. Those buildings were so huge. They were all just brought to a giant pile of steel and debris. And they fucking cleaned that shit up. They cleaned every fucking piece of that shit up. Like ants. Fucking human beings are crazy, bro. What we're capable of doing. What we're capable of destroying. What we're capable of cleaning up. It's all immense feats, man, you know? We were so proud of ourselves, you know, for building such beautiful, huge towers. No one ever thought that we would become, you know, hated by other countries and other people, and that they would ever come and fly an airplane into them and bring them to the ground and destroy everything inside the fucking building, you know? How I'd invest $1,000 to $10,000 in crypto. Ethereum, Arbitrum, Solana, Cosmos, Chainlink, Polkadot, Near, Polygon, Cardano, Algorand, Doge. No, I'm sorry. He doesn't have Cardano or Doge checked. He doesn't have Polkadot checked. He doesn't have Cosmos or Solana checked. He's only got checked Ethereum, Arbitrum, Chainlink, Near, which I've never heard of, Polygon, and Algorand. It's interesting. Ed Bassmaster found a lost dog.
Hey, thanks Bob, I got charged by the dog, run around the tree, see my time from over the beach, give hey, come on down and buy a cheese with you. It's a great thing, but give it your call if you lost your dog, get my passes from over dude. Woo, out there. Church, you get one out here with your kangaroo? I don't know what it is. I don't know, I thought it's a dog, right? Small giraffe? Yeah. I just picked him up right down the truck, put him in my truck. Okay. And we drive him through here, and I just seen him hopping around, and he came up to your yard.
Yeah, I think this, they got to be one of the neighbors.
What's the chance you come around here buying puppies? Back after you lost your dog?
What's that?
Mark, watch out, was just driving around in my truck and both pie change with your puppy. Almost hit it with my truck.
You almost hit it?
No, almost. Oh. So I pulled up, my change, I'm putting it by tea, kept on touching and knocking the door. Anybody seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. You got him in the door.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, by law. It's a pet bull.
It's a pit bull.
What kind of horse is that?
Mini pony.
Mini pony? What, they painted a black stripe on it?
Yeah.
And it's a
Bonsai
pony?
House.
Pony.
That's $25,000 right there.
Yeah.
Wonder whose it is.
What are they called?
Billy Bong.
$25,000 zebra colt.
Just walking a zebra around.
$25,000 zebra colt.
That's him. He kept out your boo balls. We're out here filming, mates. And they kept out he says it's a pony.
It's a pony.
And what kind of pony? Dwarfism?
I think it's a miniature pony.
The dude doesn't know a zebra when he sees a zebra. How do people not know what a zebra looks like? Dude, wait.
Got the new thing on TikTok.
Yeah.
Not him?
No.
Well,
Billy, how does this man not recognize a zebra? Any human being on this planet would recognize what a zebra is. How does he not know that this is a zebra? I'm so confused about that. I mean, that is clearly a zebra. They've got analogies around zebras and their stripes, don't they?
If you know anybody knows a chinchilla, let me know.
Yeah, you got a card?
Bonsai House.
I don't got no cards. I'm just
He doesn't think it's legal, so he's thinking it's a pony. LOL.
That's a boulevard, that's a boulevard.
Wow.
Look, I got you a Dunkin' Donuts. Get 4 cents to get me a coffee. Take a walk around to get coffee. Yo, can I take your order? I said, what your butt? Yeah.
You go, what the hell?
God, dude looks so far. That is really he's so funny. That guy looks so familiar that he's talking to. That is so weird.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
All right, man. We can drive around Campbell Jackson, but I'm Bartle Dew.
Yeah.
I'm Bartle Dew.
I'm Dave Rhodes.
Dave Rhodes? Remember my name?
Okay.
What is it?
Bartle?
Bartle Dew.
Bartle Dew?
Yep, that's me.
He made him say Bartle Dew. Bartle Dew.
We had one of our zebras stolen. We live in the neighborhood. Greg is your neighbor.
How you doing? Hey, good.
I live down the corner down there.
Oh, the horse? You looking for it?
Yeah, the black and white horse.
Yeah.
Somebody
Zebra.
stole it.
It's a zebra.
They would, Mexican dude running around there. They said
a Mexican dude.
Walking down the street.
Bonsai House.
His hat.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Even the little zebra can turn your leg into powder with one
There
kick.
ain't no dog who doesn't miniature pony.
Did he have a smack out on Saxon Kumar Titchum?
A what?
He's talking to him the same way.
Right?
Yeah, cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Bobacha boots.
Yeah.
And the Bobacha jumbo truck.
Yeah.
And the Bobacha in the back seat. He
doesn't
And the big glass of bean bag too.
Yep.
That's him. Let's go. Yep. Oh my.
Dude, that was so fucked up and funny, dude. Oh my god, how did that just happen? Oh my god. There's a body in this dude's house, or I work at McDonald's. What do you guys want to see? 18 minutes of there's a body in this dude's house when the cops realize that this guy I guess murdered somebody, or there's a dead body in the house for whatever reason. I don't know what the story is. It just says, the moment cops realize a body is in the house. It's got 19 minutes, and then this is 5 minutes of I Walk at McDonald's, which is Ed Bassmaster. What do you guys want to see?
Billy Bong Thornton.
Ground Zero.
McDonald's.
World Trade Center Street was sent to China. Steel. Yes, it was sent to China. I think that's true. McDonald's. You want to watch McDonald's?
Help! Help! Help!
I work at McDonald's.
1, 2, 3, fuck it. Hey guys, I'm getting ready to go shoot a new iWork video. Yay! I gotta go get changed. I'll be right back. I work at McDonald's. You gotta go work. A little chilly out today, right?
Yep.
It's a good day to go look for a job, right?
You're right.
I work. Hi, McDonald's, Torresdale. Yeah, I come into work today. What time? Oh, first of all, it's me, and I work today. What time?
First of all, it's me.
My name Billy. I start work today.
You start work today?
I come in for work.
You know you going to the right store? This is Torresdale McDonald's.
Yeah, Torresdale Ave. I know. This the right one.
You're speaking to the restaurant manager. I don't have to Benny.
Hey, don't talk back. We're coming to work now. Oh, you son of a Let's go. Come on. Go. Gotta go to work. I call. They take on my job, do my job. I work. I call. Manager. Say, come, I work. I flip burgers. I wash dishes.
You're not hiring nobody right now.
Yeah, I work in the bank.
Yeah, I work.
Grocery store.
Can I get my food?
I'm working. I'm trying to get a job.
If I get my food, I'm on break.
I'm trying to get a job. I work. I work here. I don't need them. She angry. I'm supposed to work. No, I work.
No, you don't leave.
I work. I get jobs. I'm getting a job getting work at McDonald's. You are hiring. I work. You want food?
Now, you know what's funny?
You call cops? Ah, you piece of shit. Piece of shit.
He's got like, you know, he's all messed up and stuff. He acts all messed up, but he's got like this perfectly trimmed freaking beard, you know? All manicured and shit.
Come on, Howie. What do you want? I work. Yeah, okay. Give me headphone and apron. I work. Oh, you don't want to work? No. Yeah, I do want to work. No, you don't need it. Yeah, you do. No. Yes. You have 5 people. No, 6. Me. No. 6 people. Me. Okay, bye. Thank you. No.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
We working. Can we come in there and get a job? No. Please.
Billy Von
Let me
Thornton.
come inside and work.
This character is so fucked up, ha ha ha.
Let me work. No. I gotta work. Call the police. Call the police. Give me donut. Give me donut.
Hey, give me donut. Give me donut.
I work. Join team.
I'm not the hiring manager.
Oh, let me in.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Let me. Hey, I joined the team. I joined the team.
I'm joining the team.
Yeah, join team. Yeah, join team.
I think.
Ah! Get out. Let me in. Let me in. Yeah. I want to work here. I said I want to work here. Let me come in. Hey, no, let me come in. Come into work.
Hey, come into work.
Come into work. Ay, Dios mío, God, come to work. Help. Help. I come work. I want to work here. I need a job. I'll go work.
We're not hiring, sir. We have you.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh, bullshit, he goes.
Just check out my bingo. Yeah. Hey, my manager. I'm here for work. I want to work. Start your day, work.
You think you're going to start work with that attitude?
Attitude now. Attitude not working. Give me airplane.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
I need you to leave.
Why? I'm going to work and make fries.
No.
And make fries.
Fill out an application online.
Online?
Yeah, you got to go online.
I don't have a computer.
You can do it on your phone. On your phone.
No.
There's no way for me to hire you without you doing it online.
Oh, give me apron. Name tag.
No, we don't have to see. We don't have name tags.
Name tag.
Yeah. My name Billy.
My name Billy.
I tell him I work here. How can I help you?
I'm good. They already work.
How can I help you?
Really?
Philly, how you get here now?
I walk, take bus.
Yeah, you might want to walk and take a bus back home now.
Oh, you smarty.
Thank you.
You're smarty.
Thank you.
Give me cookie. Yeah, give me cookie. Nah, give me cookie.
Don't open my cabinet.
Give me cookie. Don't touch me.
Ain't nobody touch
Don't touch it.
Don't touch my cabinet.
Give me cookie.
Don't touch my cabinet.
I just quit.
You quit already, I know.
I quit. I'm done. I go to Burger King.
Oh shit, dude. All right, now let's see what's up with the body in the house, bro. What's up with the body in the
Florida,
house?
On May 5th,
Oh, Florida, of
2023,
course.
Deputies were dispatched to conduct a welfare check on a woman who hadn't been seen for several days.
Florida. No surprise here.
Did it smell when you went to the door?
Smell the body.
Yeah, there's a door on the opposite side. Did you see somebody?
Dude, body.
The other side reeks bad.
Is it the neighbors just chilling outside and doesn't know she's dead in there?
Hello? Sheriff's office.
He's in a tent.
Hello?
They knock on the tent. Hello?
See, I'll bring you back.
Dude. Oh my goodness.
The other door?
The condition of these places. This looks like a storage shed, though. I hope that's what that was. Just gave me chills thinking someone might actually live in there. Weird, he checks the tent and the storage shed before he bangs on the door of the house, right? I got the chills watching this, bro. Oh my god, it's just going down my spine.
Is that Reese right there, right? Yeah, I saw him. Let's go to the neighbor. One next to us over here. See if they're standing by over here in a minute.
So they end up finding this guy. He's a neighbor, right?
How you doing? Hey, doing good. How are you? All right, brother.
Have you seen Lainey recently?
The girl?
Yeah, next door neighbor.
Just the guys over there.
When's the last time you seen them?
Him, he usually walks up and down the road, but her, I haven't seen her in a while.
How long would a while be? Days, months?
Day or two.
Couple days.
Three
Yeah.
days or something like that.
When's the last time you seen the boys?
Yesterday.
Okay, so nobody today.
Mm-mm.
Have you heard any fighting, anything in the last 2 days? Any loud commotion?
I know it's not abnormal for you to hear yelling and screaming coming from over there. So.
No.
Nothing.
No,
We're kind of new to the neighborhood, too. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's been a lot different things going on here, so it's weird. We're not used to it.
no, more quiet.
Yeah.
I used to live right down there behind the Circle K in Cleveland, Dalewood.
Oh,
That's nice, man. That's so cool back there. You don't worry about nothing. You know what I mean? It's nice and quiet. I know all the neighbors held 50 years, boy. They come up here and okay, this is just
You hear what he's
way
doing?
different from me, but I'm doing good.
All right. That's all that matters, that you guys are doing good.
He's chatting them up. He's chatting them off. It's smart. He's small talking them, and this guy knows what he's doing. He's slick. That was good.
Yeah.
It's like
So if we hear it,
that's the kind of shit you see in a fucking movie. That was some Jedi mind shit right there, dude. You know, that's the kind of shit. It's like you're just gonna start small talking somebody with the most boring shit, and they just don't want to talk, and they're like, okay, I don't want to talk to these people anymore. And move on. Yeah.
say anything?
Just call
3 minutes into that video. It's crazy.
the number right there. That's the non-emergency number. If you see Lainey or any
Yeah, her sister's looking for her and she's not able to get a hold of her, so that's why we're out trying to make contact with her.
Yeah. He's probably like in his
And look,
30s,
it worked, too.
Yeah, probably like early mid-30s maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys catch that? You want to see it again?
A few weeks because the tent wasn't there when the tent showed up and then he was around. So. No, more quiet.
Yeah.
I
used to live right down there behind the Circle K in Cleveland, Dalewood.
Oh,
That's
yes.
nice, man. That's so cool back there. You don't worry about nothing. You know what I mean? It's nice and quiet. I know all the neighbors held 50 years, boy. They come up here and okay, this is just way different from me, but I'm doing good.
All right. That's all that matters, that you guys are doing good.
That's great, isn't it? Dude, he just like took them on a long walk away from bothering them anymore.
If you see Lainey or anything,
Yeah, her
It
sister's
seems
looking for it. She's not
intentional.
able to get a hold of her, so
Great.
we're out trying to make contact with her.
Yeah.
He's probably like in his 30s, I'd say.
30s?
Yeah, probably like early, mid-30s maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's only been there for like a few weeks because the tent wasn't there when the tent showed up and then he was around, so.
Right. Any commotions or anything in the last couple days or
No,
before
like
then?
yelling or fighting or anything like that.
Nothing.
Here, they're pretty quiet.
Billy Von Thornton.
Okay.
The most
Just
I see
rambles
out of
about
it is
something
just,
else,
like,
haha.
sometimes he walks up and down the road. Today he was riding a bike. So
Do you know what color bike it was?
I didn't pay attention.
Okay. Was it just a bike or a
Yeah,
tricycle?
like just like a full size like cycle bike.
Okay. Alrighty.
So this might be a murder investigation.
I can smell that smell.
You got close to the...
I wonder how disruptive of the scene they're going to be.
ABC is working. That could push through.
Yeah, we're not you push this thing. It ain't supposed to be pushed. I mean, I can make an open door. There's a door on each side of the house. It's like propped up with something. It's like ready to fall down.
Oh, the bench. Missouri.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
What do you see, Jose?
Nothing. The kitchen's over there. So, but I can't.
Oh, he's trying to look in the window.
Get the proper information for Laney. It's going to be an instance and just run it real quick. Then have Central check her out in all of the hospitals and see if she's there.
After checking the hospitals, deputies returned to the house to continue looking.
Did you hear us knocking before or were you knocked out?
No, I was sleeping on that.
I'm glad you woke up because you're about to come inside. We're looking for Mom. Have you seen her?
She's not around right now.
Do you know where she's at? Sister's asking for her. She's not in any trouble or anything like that.
When was the last time you saw her?
A few days ago.
Where'd she go?
She just went to the store and said she'd be back in a little while.
Is it normal for Mom to be gone for days at a time?
This is psychotic, bro.
Where does she usually go? Does she have a favorite place?
Welcome to Florida.
Where she likes to go when she's not home? Does she tell you anything out of the normal? When she last time you saw her?
What happened the last time you guys were together?
She gave me a few cigarettes and a little bit of food and some hand soap to wash my hands. And told me I could come stay back here.
Okay. But you haven't seen Mom since then? When's the last time you text, called her, or anything like that? Okay.
When was the last time you saw Dad?
A week ago.
Do you know where he's staying at?
No, I heard that she might have called the cops on him.
Yeah, he got arrested the 25th of last month. For trespassing.
Do you know who stays in the tent?
Well, that's what I was thinking before she said I come in the house.
Oh, she told you could come before she left?
Chili Dog.
Hey,
J-Nick.
Hey, Chili Dog.
Make sure she's not in there.
It's not my house.
Huh?
I can't tell you no.
Okay.
But you stay here and it's your mom's house?
And we're looking for Mom, so we just want to make sure Mom's not stowed away in a closet or something. Dad didn't come back and retaliate for getting arrested or something like that.
Oh shit!
So
he killed. So he
if
totally
you're not
killed
gonna
her.
Tell me yesterday, then we're just gonna peek her head in there real quick, and then we'll come back outside. You can lead the way if you so please.
I kind of locked the door.
You could go in, but you could go in. Just lead us through.
Yeah. Do you have a key?
No.
Why would you lock the door behind you?
I just usually do that.
So how do you get in?
I don't know.
How about this other little door that's over here?
I don't know.
It's just barricaded up.
With what?
Garbage can and some stuff.
So how do you get in the house when you lock the door? Because I feel like you're fucking with me. What the hell? What's the deal?
Let's arrest him.
You understand how this looks, right?
Put the cuffs on him right now.
So why?
You're
so
under
how do you
arrest
get
for
in the
suspicion
house?
of murder.
Just lock the door.
What are they waiting for?
Are you not supposed to be in the house? Is that why you lock the door?
How much longer is it going to take him to arrest this guy?
Alright, that's fine. We're not worried about that. We just want to make sure.
Right now it's finding Mom.
That's it.
If you know you're not supposed to be here, that's on whatever. We can deal with that at a later point in time. I really don't care about that.
Yeah.
My main goal is making sure Mom's okay, find Mom, and do that. That's what we're here for. We're not here for you because you were sleeping in the bed or whatever. Okay. So, obviously you went in and unlocked it from the inside. Did you get in? Did you just push that one thing open to get in?
Do you mind doing that for us right now?
You gonna run? You think he'd run? Right now, you better run right now.
I think if you shimmy it into the right, we could be able to just pull it out.
He's one of dead.
So push it into the right. Keep pushing it in. Now try to move it out. And then push it out. There you go.
Oh boy. Oh boy. How far away is he taking the door? The smell in there. Oh my god. She's right there. As soon as they walked in.
So are you sure Mom's not in there?
I don't know. I just stayed in my room, stayed in my living room.
We're already in, so we're gonna find out. So
I understand, friend.
You're gonna tell me you didn't know Mom was in there?
There you go. Now he's paying for money.
Call 400.
431 to 400.
God bless America, dude. He went and killed her because she called the police on him.
I'm gonna need you to come out here. It's going to be a big issue.
Just gonna read you Miranda so you know your rights before anything happens, okay? Alright, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used you in court. Do you understand that so far? Alright, so you have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have him or her present during questioning. If you can't afford one,
Roasted garlic
for
berry.
you before any questioning.
Gala just
You
crashed.
understand that so far? Alright, so if you decide to answer any questions without a lawyer present, you still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time.
What is
until you talk to
Gala?
a lawyer.
Is that
You
a
understand that?
crypto?
So after being read these rights, you still wish to talk to us?
So we're not going to ask you any questions at this point in time, but
Just in case.
someone at some point will get it.
Yeah. Do you swear to affirm that the statement you're about to give is the whole truth but nothing but the truth?
When we first got here and talked to you, you said you hadn't seen Mom in
Roasted garlic berry. Yagala Games.
a few days.
It's a token.
When is that the actual answer, or what is the answer you want to swear to? The last time you saw Mom?
We were talking around the house here. I mean,
Bonsai house. I was gonna start door dashing, but unlike most, I studied the company deep. They say it's 25 an hour, but after gas it works out to 1.45 bucks an hour. Ha 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 ha. No.
she told me to stay inside. And
$1.45.
a few days ago,
So it's all
But you
tips.
said that wasn't the truth, that you weren't supposed to be staying inside. Yes, when we talked to you over there, I said you're not supposed to be here. That's so.
no contact order,
Okay.
I believe.
Do you know if it's still active or no?
No, sir.
Okay.
I imagine it might. I don't know for sure. I figured if she told me I could come and stay with her. And I don't know.
Okay. What is there no contact order between you and Mom for?
We got into the dispute. She said I slapped her, I punched her.
So battery?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Domestic stuff.
Yes, sir.
When's the last time you seen Dad?
This last week, I believe.
Okay. How did your conversation with Dad go the last time
Billy
you saw him?
Bong Thornton. Oh, busted.
Bad?
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad?
How about between mom and dad? Did they talk?
The only thing I knew is she told, at that point in time when she got home, she told me and him both to leave, so I left and went walking somewhere and stay away.
Do you know where Dad is at currently?
Do you know if dad has a job?
No, sir.
And you haven't talked to Dad since
That night, yes, sir.
that night? Okay. Well, I guess he got arrested.
That's what I heard.
And you left, so you didn't get arrested.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Chili dog.
And then your
Did this
mom's
dude
going
kill
to
somebody?
Yeah, it looks like he killed his mom.
Yeah.
Did you
Then he
notice
stayed in the
anything
house
different
with
while
her
you were
body
staying here?
while it was stinking up the whole freaking double wide.
Did that not raise any alarm to you?
Little.
Did you go and check?
I did kind of look in there. Let's see, I guess I should really, I mean, I don't have a cell phone or anything, I should call him. Is that something?
So you saw her in the position that she's currently in now.
Yes, sir.
So why did you tell us that Mom wasn't there?
Yes.
You know better than me. I wasn't the one that did it, so.
Yes, sir.
Because I smelt her before you ever even came outside, and you're telling me Mom's not in there, and you know damn well that she was in there.
Yes, sir.
And you're lying in there.
So why wouldn't you just tell us the truth? We told you from the beginning we weren't there for you. We just wanted to make sure mom was good.
Yeah.
That's all. So what prompted you to lie to us?
Startled.
And you, when you went in there and checked on her 2 days ago, did you know that she was deceased?
Okay, but was it apparently obvious to you that somebody smelling like that wouldn't be somebody who would? Okay. So why didn't you call law enforcement when you found her deceased? You don't know? Okay. Any idea why she is deceased?
No, sir.
What could have happened?
No, sir.
Okay.
I really don't.
I got you. Well, that will conclude our portion of our interview. Is there anything you wish to add changeably from what you told us?
No, sir.
Have we discussed anything off tape we have not discussed on tape?
No, sir.
Alright, that included.
Dude, yeah, they haven't been charged with her murder yet. It's fucking crazy. This just happened. This is from yesterday, guys. This is probably going to be my local news today or tomorrow. Oh my god. What's up, everybody on Rumble? How you guys doing? We're waiting to see if Bitcoin hits my prediction, which is 26,250. Now, we got $162 away from it. Not bad. That's close. 162 bucks. Pretty close. I'm still saying it's going to go all the way up there. So, we got to give it another opportunity to get past 26,088. That's the high. This is going to be fun to see if it does it. I'll be keeping my eye on that. It says there's 40 people watching. How many people can give me a 1 in my chat on Rumble with 40 viewers? Or how many thumbs ups can I get? Or follows? Yay, another thumbs up. Thank you. Anybody else want to give me thumbs up? Let me know if you're really out there watching. I appreciate
Hoot and
it.
Howl. One from the tubes.
Hoot and Howl and not telling. It says 39. Where are they all, you know?
Bonsai House. One, this is how close TikTok's algorithm goes. It knew you showed me the Laney video, so it spammed it to me as soon as I opened it.
Wow. What's the Lanny video? That's funny. How does it say 37 people and only one person is in the chat? I'm so confused.
Bonsai House. The murder video you just watched.
Oh. This just went up a day ago. My bad. This is from, this has already been in the news. This is from May 5th of this year. My bad. Not telling. Can you believe that Rumble says that there's 42 people watching?
Man-liners.
Rumble says there's 42 people watching and there's really only one person in my chat right now. How is that? What is that supposed to be? Where's all the people? Seymour. So there's Randy and Hippie Chick.
Chili Dog. YouTube keeps locking up.
I ain't buying it. All right. I don't get it, man. I mean, I'm gonna put it on screen just so you can see. Wade away. Hey, Wade away. What's up, buddy? There's one extra person. Give me a 1 right there. So I got 3 people in the audience. I'm just gonna bring it up on screen.
Bonsai house. Not mine. Flowing like a fiber-loaded chit. Chili dog. Every time I put in a chat, it locks and I lose 15 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you call it. But I'm fucking calling bullshit. I don't know what you call it, but I'm calling bullshit. I was able to get all of 3 people to tell me that they're in the audience, and it says there's 40 watching. What is Rumble doing? Does anybody want to try to refute that there are 40 people watching? Can anybody... all of these 40 people, can you guys let me know some way that you're watching? If you're out there, if you're watching on a Rumble player somewhere, can you let me know? By either coming into clicking on the link and coming into Rumble and letting me know that you're watching somewhere else. And let me know where you're watching from. Chuckle Channel 23. Hi, Chuckle Channel 23.
Chili dog.
That's 4 people.
I'm gonna pop onto Rumble. Hoot in hell. WH is definitely creepin'.
No. Deer Slayer, hello. That's 5.
Bonsai house.
Could all of you guys please give me...
Can't you watch but not comment if you don't have account?
Can you guys give me thumbs ups too, please, while you're here? It says I've got 7 thumbs ups. And follow the channel, please, while you're here too. It says I got 902 followers. Let's get up to 904, 905. If you guys can help, that'd be great.
Chili dog. Bro, I can't get Rumble to load.
I don't
Hoot in
know.
hell.
Cali,
No, when I
Bankhead
went to
Springs.
Rumble, I couldn't chat unless I started an
Wait
ACC.
away. Where's Bankhead Springs in California? What are you near? Like, what big are you? Is that Southern California? Bankhead Springs. I'm not familiar with that. I lived up in Lake County for 10 years. What am I saying? 13 years. $12 years. I don't know where Jacumba is. What bigger city is that? Sokol, Wait away. Is that Sokol, Is that Sokol, I want some covfefe and grapes and watermelon. And people fanning me with banana leaves would be nice too. Yeah, like 6 people with banana leaves. Just that'd be so cool. Is that Southern California, bro? Where's Bankhead Springs? No, you're East Coast? I'm far East Coast. Wait away, he's like, I'm far East Coast, son. San Diego. Yeah, way south. Hell yeah, bro. Southern California. Sokol. I said, are you in Southern California? He's like, no, dude. I'm like, yeah, you are. Reverend Bill, 1960, the huge metropolis of Olathe, Colorado. Olathe, Colorado. Olathe, Colorado.
Bonsai house.
Olathe,
Holy shit.
Colorado.
Just saw a crop duster being used for gender reveal and crashed, almost killing everyone at the party.
Nice.
All gender reveals are officially deadly.
All gender reveals are officially not necessary and shouldn't even be a thing, in my opinion. Who cares? I mean, we'll find out when the baby's born. How about that? Olathe moved over to Rumble. Hordog one. Hordog one. Hordog, who are you on? Hordog, who are you? Chili Dog? Hordog, are you Chili Dog? Yeah, it's Chili Dog is Hordog. Hordog, Chili Dog, Chili Dog's Hordog. Hordog, Chili Dog, Chili Dog's Hordog. Hordog, Chili Dog, Chili Dog is Hordog. Hordog's Chili Dog, Chili Dog is Hordog. Hordog 1 says, Chili Dog. Really, bro? What's up, everybody? You know when you come in here, each one of you brings like 3, makes this counter go up like 3 points. It's crazy, I know. There's really not that many people watching. But, I mean, Chuckle Channel 23 was just not saying anything. Deer Slayer's in Iowa, 1959. Hell yeah, Deer Slayer. Wade Away is in San Diego. Reverend's in Olathe, Colorado. I'm in Orlando, Florida. And pronounced the same as Olathe, Kansas. I don't know how to say Olathe. I see lathe. Olathe? Is it Olathe? Like, spell it out for me in syllables and shit. Olathe. I like Olathe. That's kind of cool. Like, I gotta go make it out on the Olathe. Reverend Bill's 1960s is like, no! YouTube is pissing me off with the lag. Hordog. Hordog's Chili Dog, and Chili Dog is Hordog. Hordog's Chili. I want covfefe and I want grapes. What do you guys think about that? Randy's in Chicago. Olathe. Olathe? Olathe? Where's the thu come from? THE is thu? Olathe. My brain cannot make that happen, bro. I'm sorry. It's going to have to be Olathe. That's fucking funny. Olathe. Olathe. It's like Frito-Lay. Coffee grape sounds like an afternoon on the can. No. Never. Bro, I take a probiotic, son. Fucking psycho bitch. You are a fucking psycho. Psychiatrist explains why you feel tired all the time. I know why I feel tired all the time, because I smoke hella. You flunked the... Dude, you say Olathe. You said THU. Am I reading that wrong? Oh, Reverend Bill 1960, why are you being mean to me? Elon Musk's dumbest fans.
Bonsai house. My kid's friend's dad tried to ask me how I knew we can't OD on cannabis. The meme came rushing back, so I used it and said, because I try. Every day I try.
It's funny. I'm trying to find something interesting for you to watch while I make coffee. I'm going through the list of offered up videos right now. It's Trevor Jacob.
Well, it now looks like the Trevor Jacobs plane crash story has come to its inevitable conclusion, or at least the first one. As I'm sure you remember, this story generated a lot of noise when it first came out. But what's really interesting here is that it wasn't Jacobs' decision to crash his poor plane on purpose
make some coffee,
that
I'll be
got
right
him into the most trouble.
Enjoy this video presentation, guys.
Stay tuned.
And I will be right back. Meanwhile, share this in all of your favorite social media
Back in May,
platforms.
we finally got confirmation that Trevor Jacobs' plane crash was a deliberate act, not an accident, which I'm sure didn't come as a surprise to basically anyone in the world who's been following this story from afar.
The young man behind this stunt may not be smiling now. He is facing several years in prison.
In case you somehow managed to miss this whole story, Trevor Jacob is a YouTuber whose first claim to fame was that he represented the United States in the 2014 Winter Olympics as a snowboarder. He's also been active in various other extreme sports like motocross, skateboarding, parachuting, and a couple of other things. But most of the world learned about who this guy actually was back in December of 2021 when he published a video on his YouTube channel called I Crashed My Airplane, which, as it turned out, was actually a 100% correct title.
Oh my gosh. I have no idea where I am.
Trevor Jacobs' YouTube channel didn't really have a big audience before this video was released, and in the past few months, Jacob has repeatedly removed and then republished it several times. At the time of this recording, the I Crashed My Airplane video is still up on the channel and has 4.3 million views. Now, I have already done a couple of videos looking into this charade, but to recap, Jacob took off from Lompoc City Airport in California on the 24th of November 2021. When he started this video, he explained that he wanted to fly to Mammoth Lakes, also in California, which is about 200 nautical miles away to the north-northeast. He explained that the reason for this trip was to spread the ashes of a friend, and after that he also presented a video sponsorship for a compact wallet. The aircraft that he was going to fly was a lovely 1940s Taylorcraft BL-65 with registration November 29508. Now, Johan Brown over on the Blanco Lirio channel explained that this aircraft was previously owned by a flight school in Lincoln, California, who used it for tailwheel training, which is where you practice the handling differences between aircraft with a nose wheel and a tail dragger like that one. At that flight school, this lovely old little airplane even had its own nickname, Patches. Now, what started off as a little bit suspicious was that Trevor Jacob had, at the time, even before he released the video, not featured this plane in any of his previous videos, or even mentioned that he had bought it. Instead, he used to fly an experimental Rons S-21 bush plane. During the investigation, it was found that he had actually bought the Taylorcraft shortly before the crash flight, announcing to people that he had big plans for it. Now, he did actually buy it as a flying aircraft, not as a non-airworthy part plane, as it was sometimes reported at the time, but we'll get back to that. Jacob boarded this plane while wearing a full sports parachute rig, which was suspicious in itself, and he then took off, taking a scenic route over the Los Padres National Forest, which is a large nature preserve near Santa Maria in California. And a little bit unusual, at least for a scenic flight, he climbed the small aircraft up to about 10,000 feet over the mountains. Then, approximately 35 minutes into the flight, he claimed that he experienced an engine failure and decided to jump out of the aircraft. His doomed little plane took a couple of wide turns by itself, which could be seen on the video, which Jacob had curiously had the frame of mind to film before it impacted the side of a mountain full of dry grass and bush. Jacob then parachuted into a landing somewhere nearby, hiked up to the crash site and recovered a multitude of cameras that he had just happened to have rigged all over the aircraft. And then he left it supposedly to look for help. Now, Jacob's version of what happened didn't really convince anyone who had even a passing interest in aviation, or in parachuting for that matter.
I don't know why you just happen to have already had your door unlatched in the event of an engine failure. It's just a little fishy.
There was a ton of stuff to unpick about the video. Jacob's troubleshooting, for example, or his landing options, or the fact that it looked like he had fire extinguishers down his pants, and actually even the site of his parachute landing, none of which he even started to explain in the video. Now, me and a lot of my fellow YouTube friends analyzed all of these things at length in previous videos, but still, until May this year, we all had to be a little bit careful with commenting about Trevor Jacobs' true actions and intentions, because you never really know. But then finally, he admitted to lying about all of it, just as we all knew that he did.
A Daredevil YouTuber who deliberately crashed his plane last year has agreed to plead guilty to obstructing a federal investigation.
And it looked like by then that he had stopped caring about whether or not people actually believed this story or not, because he had finally realized that he had much bigger things to worry about. And I'll tell you all about that after this. I listen to and watch a lot of online content, and this story about Trevor Jacob actually reminds me of a podcast that I listen to called Scamfluencers. You should check that out. But as most of you who travels a lot already know, a lot of the best online content now starts to be geo-fenced off to different countries. And that's why I find myself very often using today's sponsor, NordVPN, especially when following sports, for example. Yes! Or in my case, local Swedish TV series and shows. NordVPN helps me to virtually move to wherever I want all over the world at the click of a button. And it also acts as a first layer of protection when using Wi-Fi in hotels, airports and restaurants. It's a super fast service with hundreds of servers all over the world and in loads of different countries. Now, if you clear your cookies before connecting to a new country using the app, you can also use Nord to enable much better deals on flights, hotels and rental cars, for example. You should check it out for yourself just by going to nordvpn.com/mentornow, which you can find here in the description. If you use that link when you sign up for a 2-year deal, you'll get an additional 4 months completely for free, which I think is a great deal. Thank you, Nord. Now back to the video. On the 11th of May this year, the United States Attorney's Office in the Central District of California published a press release. This document confirmed that Trevor Daniel Jacob did indeed stage this whole story. But the document also shed some light on what happened after the crash, which is actually the really interesting bit here. You see, there had been some rumors that somehow Jacob didn't know or think that he didn't have to report this crash to the authorities, since it was just a small airplane at a remote location and that nobody got hurt. And of course, that's not really how these things actually work. But in any case, Jacob did eventually inform the NTSB about the accident on the 26th of November, which was 2 days after the crash. And on that same day, the NTSB informed Jacob that they would indeed investigate the crash, which would involve examining the crash site and what was left of the aircraft. They also told him that he was responsible for preserving the wreckage so that the investigators could examine it properly. Jacob initially claimed that he didn't know where the crash site was, but he said that he would find it and then provide the coordinates to the NTSB. He had also told them that there was video footage of the crash, which he agreed to provide to them. So far, so good. Now, what's really curious is that this took place nearly a month before Jacob uploaded this fully edited video on his YouTube channel. It is not clear if he ever gave any of that footage from the GoPro cameras to the NTSB, but it is clear that he absolutely did not want the NTSB to examine the wreckage. And why do you think he didn't want that?
Oh my gosh. I have no idea where I am.
Well, obviously the aircraft didn't have a mysterious engine failure as he had claimed it had, so he probably didn't want people examining the aircraft and its engine to find out that he simply switched it off or that he ran it out of fuel deliberately. But another little problem that many people noticed after we released the video was that his plane probably also had the wrong engine installed in it. The Tailorcraft BL65, which is what this plane was, normally came with a Lycoming O145B1 65 horsepower engine. This was the engine that this specific aircraft with registration November 295 had installed in a picture that you could see which was taken in 2016. But a lot of people noticed that the engine in Jacob's video was instead a Continental with the valve covers crudely spray painted red to make it look like the previous Lycoming engine. Now, changing an engine on a certified aircraft like this is possible. Other versions of the Tailorcraft V model actually do come with some other engines. But those kind of changes can be costly, involving checks and paperwork which cost a lot of money. Since we now know that Jacobs always intended to crash this aircraft, a changed and crudely disguised engine could maybe be a sign that this was a less expensive engine and that he didn't want to waste the original. Who knows? Well, at this point we don't really know when the engine was changed, how many hours the original engine had, or who actually made the engine change. But it appears obvious that Jacobs didn't want the NTSB to examine anything of this aircraft, neither the engine nor the fact that the plane normally had a little boarding step installed that he probably removed in order to make sure that it wouldn't interfere with his planned parachute jump. So, for all of these reasons, it seems like Jacob just decided to make the aircraft disappear. The press release of the attorney's office explains that on the 10th of December, almost 2 weeks before he released the video, Trevor Jacobs went back to the crash site, but this time with a friend's helicopter. Jacob and his friend then lifted the wreckage using the helicopter and carried it to a place where Jacob had left a pickup truck with a flatbed trailer. Remember, all of this was taking place at the same time as the NTSB was trying to establish the crash location, which Trevor Jacobs still claimed that he didn't know. Jacob then loaded the plane onto the trailer and drove it back to the airport where he had taken off from. Once he came there, he basically destroyed what was left of the aircraft, which was an airframe made out of steel tubing covered in fabric and wings that had a fabric-covered wood and metal structure. Jacob hacked the plane into small pieces, throwing it into several different trash bins at and around the airport. He admitted to doing all of this and his intentions behind it to the authorities as part of a plea agreement where he agreed to plead guilty to 1 count of destruction and concealment with the intent of obstruct a federal investigation, a crime that carries a statutory maximum sentence of 20 years in federal prison. Now, there are a few key things about the wording of this statement. For one thing, not only did Trevor Jacob deliberately crash an old airplane, he then lied and misled a number of federal agents who were looking for it. Jacob lied before and after he destroyed all of the traces of the aircraft, and all of that after it was clear that he had understood that he had to tell these agents where the plane was and that he was responsible for preserving it. And the ironic thing here is that it was this charge of lying to the authorities and obstructing an investigation that Jacobs was charged with, not actually crashing the airplane, which is worth keeping in mind. Also, a lot of people in the press concentrated on the 20-year maximum sentence that Jacob could get. But obviously, this would only be the legal maximum, assuming that there wasn't something else like a plea agreement in place, which there is. Back in May, most people who are following this story, including my team, missed the fact that the plea agreement itself was published at around the same time, or possibly shortly after the...
like duh. I like that. That's fucking funny. Alright, so... what's up? What are we doing here? We don't want to watch this anymore, do we? Something unusual is going on Pluto, guys. Let's go to the news, man.
Bonsai House.
Oh, this is a good one.
During my new business venture, gardening for cash, I've noticed one thing. Most gardeners are really gay.
Florida judge rules DeSantis redistricting map unconstitutional over impact on black voters. You guys remember how I told you Ron DeSantis gerrymandered southern voting district of Florida and basically silenced African Americans? Well, you guys thought I was making shit up, or you guys didn't believe me, or whatever. Well, it looks like a judge not only agreed with me, but reversed it. So that's good news. It's something we've talked about multiple times on this show. What the hell?
Continue reading. Continue reading. AD. More from Fox News. Continue reading.
Dude, I'm clicking.
AD.
You guys
More
are
from Fox
idiots.
News.
Dude, what are you doing?
Continue reading.
What is wrong with you?
AD. More from Fox News.
Oh my god.
AD.
Oh my god. What is wrong with this
AD.
thing? Why is it doing this?
AD.
No.
AD. 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 More from Fox News. Biden says he hasn't been able to break for East Palestine visit, despite Lake Tahoe getaway
What
and
the
Dave
hell?
Turk's AEW.
Dude.
AD.
This thing is all freaking...
More from Fox News.
It must...
Biden says...
It must be an image or something. I can't read the text. I don't know. I have to read it to you. The Florida redistricting plan that Governor Ron DeSantis supports is unconstitutional and cannot be used, a state judge ruled Saturday. Haha. The redistricting plan, the judge says, diminishes the ability for black voters, faux black voters, to elect their chosen candidates, particularly in the state's northern region. Wow.
Bonsai House. I'm taking up to 2,000 milliamps of ginkgo per day now. I can remember what happens tomorrow.
I finally got it. I know I worked on it. Reverend Bill, thank you. Olathe. Not Olathe, Olathe. Like duh, like you said. Okay, I don't care about any of this. I can't believe this thing wouldn't do the read back for me. New Jersey battles Christian group blocking Jersey Shore beach on Sundays. Okay. Bill Maher compares woke liberals to KKK in Joe Rogan's sit-down, earns praise from Vivek Ramaswamy. Hey, man. I'm woke. So now I'm fucking dumbass. Dumbass is calling me a fucking KKK. Well, let me just say this. I'm woke, and, you know, I might have some liberal tendencies. I wouldn't call myself a liberal anymore. But, I mean, if you're woke, does that mean you're like... I mean, I guess I could see where he's saying woke liberals, like the crazy fucking libs of TikTok. Examples. Yeah, they're kind of crazy. You know, those idiots that did that song, We're Coming for Your Children, yeah, they're fucking crazy. I wouldn't say they're like the KKK, though. He says the woke believe... He defines his own... He makes his own definition of woke. The woke believe race is the first and foremost the thing Wait, the woke believe race is first and foremost the thing you should always see everywhere. Huh? He made that up on his own. Which I find interesting because that used to be the position of the Ku Klux Klan. Apples to fucking applesauce, dude. You're talking about two totally different things here. And, for him to make that leap is hilarious. I mean, look, I'm no fan of the psychotic, Bud Light, crazy fucking liberal. I'm the ultra woke people. They make people like me look really bad. Don't force your narrative down people's throats. Don't force people, don't force your gender on people. You've got a whole bunch of problems. But Bill Maher's completely wrong in saying that they're like the Klan. That'd be like me saying Trump supporters are like the KKK. Which I did used to say that. Until I got to know some of y'all nice folk. You're really nice. And I know you're not like KKK people.
Bonsai House. You got me. I will stop forcing people to look at my taint.
Neo-Nazis parade swastika flags in Florida chanting, "We are everywhere." How many people were at that protest? This was September 2nd. They were basically, supporting the murder up in Tallahassee. The groups were able to muster a few dozen supporters for the event. So a few dozen would mean 30 people. 30, what is that? It would be 12 times 3. So 36 people. A few dozen. Why didn't they just do a head count? They proclaimed Heil Hitler. They gathered at fucking Crane's Roost Park. Dude, it's right down the fucking street from where I live. I've actually performed at Crane's Roost Park. I played guitar there. Under the band shell. Then there was a protest outside Disney World, too. Another Nazi group. Order of the Black Sun. Right-wing activist Laura Loomer was harassed by the Nazis and endured anti-Semitic slurs. Laura Loomer, who's a right-wing activist. Huh. She got attacked by her buddies. She doesn't realize how much she has in common with them Nazis, and those Nazis don't realize how much they have in common with her. You know? They should sit down and talk instead of try to fucking call each other out.
Bonsai House. Wait. A Nazi worshipping a black son. Whose black son? Did they think that one through?
No. Wow. Wow, dude. We're in big trouble. This hits close to home, guys. Like 5 miles away from mine. It's creepy. The Nazis are here. Oh my Tom. Hey, Jabroni, what's up there, palsy? You guys want to call it? Let's call it, man. 3 hours. I mean, nobody's saying anything in the chat, so I think we're good. I will see you soonly tonight sometime.
I can't find Harley, Ben.
Did you order the food?
Huh?
Did you order?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'm going to go pick it up. Why is this open? Huh. Weird. I don't know where he is, Charles.
It's open because I was spraying. You guys take care. I'm going to talk to my mom. Love y'all. Take care. Bye, guys.